Okay, it is toss day for all these birds, which is good now that we don't have a huge number to toss, because I should be able to fit them all in that box pretty easily. It'll be a little bit cramped, but we're not going too far. Our first toss is only very short. Next one is just going to keep going and going and going. These guys, when we pick out the best ones, we're going to use some of those as 2-year-olds to move into the race loft. If you haven't gone over to my racing channel, make sure you do. The link is in the description. It's called MRP, Mainly Racing Pigeons. Go and subscribe to it. Let's get all these guys basketed up and take them out for their first toss, because I think they are pretty keen to get out for a bit of a fly. And we've got the ones with the orange rings that we're keeping for this channel, because we've got a lot of breeding to do very soon. My new rings will turn up. Definitely going to turn up in the next few weeks, so I want to start making a bit of space, because we've got some second and third generation type stuff that we're going to start breeding into, and we've got a lot of old projects and dead wood in here that we need to start trimming out. So let's get all these guys in the basket and start testing these guys. I want to get them on the truck. Definitely some truck tossing later on this year, well actually in the next month or so, so we'll see how we go. Okay, those 19 are all basketed up, ready to go. Little Shock's still in here. We'll leave those guys out there. This is only a very short toss, so it shouldn't really be too hard for them, and we'll see how they go. They should actually beat me back. If they don't beat me back, I'll be quite surprised, because it's only like 1.5–2 kilometers. But if they beat me back from that, I'm sure they'll be still here flying around or whatever by themselves. But I'm not going to bring any birds into this part of the loft. You can stay in here. I might just set a feed tray in here, because I would prefer them to come straight back from a toss and land in here. That's what I'm going to hope. So we'll get a feed tray in here, get these guys in the car, and hopefully we can get them tossed out, and then they just come straight back in. They might go out for another fly later on this afternoon, but if they can, we definitely need to thin them down, because we need to start breeding, and we need some 2-year-olds that are pretty good. So hopefully they are in here, the future 2-year-old race team. All right, come on. I lied. I put a little bit of food in there for you. Yeah, look how excited you are. Come on. I got a soft spot for you, poor little girl. I put some pink mineral powder on there. I put a few extra safflowers and sunflower in there for you. A little bit of a treat. Can't help it. She's such a sweet little bird. Everyone else is getting excited. They know there's food here. So hopefully it's raced back. Gosh, that's heavy. I don't think I've ever tossed so many birds at once. And then what we might do later on today, get them all in there for a bath, shut them in there, and then give this loft a bit of a clean, because I reckon most of them will make it back. And you can see Little Shock, she's doing pretty well. She's quite happy. I thought I'd give her a little bit of food, because she's got no one to compete against, and it's just nice and relaxing for her. These guys want to get in there, but they're not, because we've already had a feed today. Let's get all you guys into the car. Come on. Oh, that's heavy. There's so many birds in there. One of the projects I'm going to have to start very soon is building another box. Actually, I wouldn't mind building a much bigger one, because I think we're going to need it. So there's about 20 birds in here. It's probably the absolute max I want to put in there. There's 19, I think, minus the Little Shock. But we're definitely going to need to build another one. At least we might even need 3. So if we don't build a big one, I was hoping to buy a new car, actually, like a ute. I was going to build like something for the back of that, but I don't know how we're going with that. Might not happen. Put your head back in there. So we'll get these out anyway. Worst case, if we don't build some custom boxes for the back of the ute, because I don't know if I'm going to get a ute just yet, because there's so many projects going on, we might just buy another couple of these, because I should be able to stack them in here. I can put the seats down as well, but it's going to be pretty busy with tossing next year. So we're at our first toss point. This should be pretty easy from the barless. My house is directly that way, about 1.5–2 kilometers. So this should be super easy for the barless ones, because I've already done this. But this is only a benefit for the ones we haven't tossed before, which I feel like this is probably still too easy. They probably should beat me home. We're in a pretty good little area. Now that all this weather's cleared up, we can start tossing them. If they do make it back pretty easy, I might take them out for like a 5 or 6k toss later on this afternoon, just because I feel like this is way too easy. They should be home like really quickly. But it's more benefit for these young ones. So they've been sitting here for a little bit. We have wormed them, done all that as well. So these guys are just raring for it. Out just go. Go on. I'm hoping they'll beat me home. That's the plan. We'll get this up in here anyway, and we'll see. The power lines are there, so if they follow them home, they should get there. But I probably need to get in the car because I want to be home before them. So let's go. They're cheating. They're following me. Oh, here they are. Geez, they come in quick. I think they overshot a little bit. I was getting a little bit worried. I thought, geez, I should be here by now, but it wasn't too bad. It was about 5 minutes. Come on. Oh, who was the first one to trap? Who was that? Split barlases. Come on. Do not do that to me. Come on. The rest probably will fly around for a bit. I just want to count them all, make sure they're all back. Come on. This is what I thought would happen anyway. It's only a short toss, and these guys do 2 hours, so they might fly around for a bit. But I think they overshot a little bit because our toss point was that way, and they come in from this direction, so they probably went, psst. But geez, they come in hot. I can't believe how quick they were coming in. I wish I got that. But they're going to keep flying around for a bit, I think. Come on. I haven't been out today, so I think this is their flying time. Come on. Let's see if I can entice them. Come on. Nah, I think they're pretty happy. Yes, I know, Beefcake, that you're hungry. You're always hungry, buddy. Come on. Come on. I think they might come in. Come on. Well, that wasn't too bad anyway. Pretty happy with that for a first toss. Way too easy, I'd say anyway. Like I was worried a little bit because I thought they'd be here before me, but when they weren't here, a little bit worried, but I feel like they kind of either shot a little bit at the back, then come racing back in this way because they just went, and that's when I got them come back in there. So we'll get these guys in. Looks like they're all there. Once they come in, I'll count them, and then we might even get them out for another toss today anyway. So finally they've all gone back inside, which is really good. I noticed one of them did turn up a little bit later. It would have been one of the Icy brothers, which are actually all the birds are back, which is good. Was only missing that one that come in a little bit later. He's about 10 minutes later than the rest. So doing good. They probably had an extra 20 minutes, half an hour flying around, which is fantastic. So that was probably way too easy for them. I'm going to take them out probably in the next hour or two for another fly, which would be 6 kilometers, which is the same spot that we've tossed all the split barless before. 2 tosses in a day is not too bad. It's super easy. The weather conditions are super calm, so they should make it home pretty quickly. So stay tuned for that video. We're just trying to fast track them. We want them on the truck. If they make it back from this one, then probably tomorrow we might do 12 kilometers. They are doing quite well. They are flying long, 2 hours around the loft. So it's going to be quite easy for them. We may lose 1 or 2 of the split barless, but I want to see how far we can push them. I feel like we can push them a long way. So stay tuned. Don't forget, head over to the other channel. We're trying to thin these guys down, and only the best will make it through to the new loft and racing next year. So I'll see you all in the next video.